My name's Marcia Bennett-Male. I'm an architectural stone carver and letter cutter and a stonemason. I got into stone carving way back in the 80s. I found the stone yard at Wolverhampton Poly. That's where I was doing my degree. And they treat the first year like another foundation course where you can try a little bit of this and try a bit of that. And they had a stone yard, and I thought, I'll give it a go, what the heck. And then 3 years later, I was still in the yard. My parents are Jamaican, and I think that was the fruits and vegetables and fauna of the West Indies has been a major influence. But it's not just that, it's going to the food markets. When I was little, having to go shopping with mum and going to the butchers and all the food markets, buying food, having to carry the food. And watching her prep, her vegetables and what have you. That's all played into my work. It's pieces like this which draw me into carving food in stone. These beautiful shapes and forms, which they're just so lovely and so underlooked, if that's a word. You would pass this by and not pay any attention to it. But for me, things like this, the curve, the shape, the facets, they're fabulous. That's bloody brilliant. Isn't that beautiful? And with the banana, there's so many variations, because there are these ones. Are they cute? They're just they're just totally different. These are fat and plump, but again, still have their own character. And this is a piece of sculpture. I love these. I'm going to have to carve one of these. I really am. I can't let this go by. But there's also my favourite, oh my life, the Chinese banana. I've carved 2 lots of these, and they're just, I've never even eaten any of them, but apparently they're really, really lovely. But they're just so beautiful. That is a piece of sculpture right there. I mean, that's so sweet. I mean, look at that. Gosh, so yeah. But, again, for me, all that inside. And what I would do is, I would sort of change it, adapt it, stylize it maybe, but keep the basic shape and whatever drew me to this piece in the first place. So I'd keep all that. But those. The cauliflower is a beautiful, beautiful thing to carve. You can stylize it. The leaves are usually really lush and fabulous, really baroque almost to look at, and they're kind of fun, they're just warm and cuddly even. But I've been carving one recently, and I've taken raw elements of the chalk and then also depicted real aspects of the cauliflower itself. Cauliflower is a thing of beauty. Love it, love it. I haven't carved chalk for ages. It's super soft, almost too soft sometimes. You have to hold back your carving arm, your chiseling arm, because sometimes if you're not too careful, you can just really plough right into it because it's so soft. I'm using chalk because the boulder I had was a nice shape, I tend to go with shape, I tend to go with the form, and that particular boulder worked for the cauliflower, and it's working very well. I now specialise predominantly as a letter cutter. I do work as a freelance carver. My work ranges from statues, entrance stones, decorative paving slabs, headstones, working on site, and commemorative plaques.
Today we're in Goose Green in southeast London, and we're looking at the decorative paving slabs I've done throughout the path. Back in the 17th century, apparently, they used to house geese here overnight before they went on to market. What we're going to do is now look at one or two of the slabs that I've done, one or two of my favourite ones, so come and take a look with me, okay? Okay, here's one of my favourites, the Queen. I based her on one of the keystones, which is in the houses which line the park here at Goose Green. There were like 3 of them that I used, but she's one of my favourites. So from here, from the greenery and peace of Goose Green, let's head off to a slightly more urban setting, and I'll show you another one of my pieces set in the ground. Come have a look.
We're here in southeast London, Brixton, and we're heading towards one of my pieces, a decorative paving slab set into the ground.
On Tunstall Road, bang opposite the Brixton Tube Station, and I was commissioned to do this piece by Lambeth Council.
Lambeth Council wanted a decorative piece which reflected the arts and crafts that were sold in the area at the time. Let's now head over to southwest London, to a beautiful historic church that some of you may be familiar with.
We're here at St Margaret's Church on the grounds of the beautiful historic Westminster Abbey to look at a plaque I did back in 2009 to commemorate the writer and abolitionist Olaudah Equiano. I was commissioned by the Equiano Society to acknowledge that he was baptised here in 1759.
What motivates me to carve, what keeps me carving, is I feel that I've gotten this far. I've spent many years honing my skills. So what motivates me to keep on carving is I feel it sounds a bit loaded, but I feel it's my duty to carry on carving, to depict people of colour. I don't know of any other black female carvers out there. And as I say, I've spent all this time honing my skills, and yeah, as I say, if I don't do it from my perspective, who is? Yes, there are, white carvers out there doing fantastic work, but I don't think there are that many of me out there. So I want to use the word duty, but I'm not too sure if that's the right word I want. I need to carve. Because I find it, we're talking about this spiritual side of things, but it's peaceful. It's peaceful. It's calming. It's soothing. It's this repetitive sound of the chisel. It does actually have a musical element to it. It's this lovely rhythmic sound you hear, which you don't get with wood carving. I tried wood carving and it didn't appeal to me. I did a lot of swearing when I was wood carving because the chisel kept on getting stuck in the wood. But with stone, it's this ring and bounce of the stone, the chisel off the stone, and you can get into a zone with carving. And that's it is an actual sort of art therapy for me. It can be a form of art therapy. Just settling myself down for the day. I've got this big area I've got to work, and I've got the kettle on the go, and some music in the background. But it's the sound of the chisel working that works for me. I've been asked on several occasions to give advice to potential carvers, craftsmen starting out. The main thing I would say, it might not sound trendy, it might not be a trendy thing or sexy in terms of what's current, the fundamental thing for me is drawing. That is the foundation to my practice. I've been drawing since I was 5, if not sooner than that. I could hold a pencil, and I've been building on that ever since. It's training your eye to see a beautiful line, a straight line, a curved line, a beautiful curvature. It trains your aesthetics as well, I feel, and it gives you confidence. Yes, there is the whole 3D printing now, but even with the whole 3D printing and what have you, that with a background in drawing, you've got that added string to your bow. I can't stress it enough. It adds flavour to your work.